I wanna be decorated. Truthfully, back then I couldn't imagine a life where I never made it. Go ahead and
Coming up, we'll see two QBs out of North Dakota State with Carson Wentz in town to take on the rookie, Trey Lance. Indy's won the last 4 against the 49ers, but can they make it 5 in a row? Find out on Sunday night.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Lance now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quiddy Pay in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. 30. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. Touchdown. Sammy Watkins. 84 yards. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he's got room. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
Keep playing hard.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Rolling to his right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he powers his way up past the 30. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw in film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
All day, baby, all day.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And incomplete on a deep ball.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And some room to run now. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
This fielded right at the goal line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz escaping the pressure right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On play action, it's Wentz sliding out of the pocket. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there for Indy. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2 and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this off? There he goes, left side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. 49ers.
Let's go.
Raheem Mostert, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Okay, baby, let's go.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
This one is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The fake to give to Taylor. Now Wentz flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
I like it, baby. I like it.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. First and 10, Taylor now. Oh, look at the juke. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Second down, another run with Taylor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Blankenship's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Lance a handoff here to Mostert, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Lance. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey. 4 down.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know you feel that.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there wanting to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, that allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the 2nd quarter. Darius Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Boom!
Now we've got whistles and a time.
That's how we do it.
Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And this is caught by Watkins. Still fighting through tackles. Touchdown 49ers. Sammy Watkins, 89 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run to Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Wentz. This will be caught. Judy. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for Indy. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz, he's got his big tight end, Fant. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. Powering forward. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. They'll let let Taylor try and run. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your lineman surge and fire out.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, get away.
On first down, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
I got you, son. Mike 22. Target. Mike 22, he's coming.
From the 38, Lance. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Now Lance again. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Wentz rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
Come on now, let's go.
A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll buy some time right. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Second down, another run with Taylor. 165 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On third down, here's Taylor. Powers through, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kenny Moore. He's at the 50. The 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Bring it! Bring it! Keep playing hard.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 30, 10, touchdown. George Kittle, 83 yards. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz on the run. He'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw is Wentz. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Throw right side is going to be caught by Jeudy. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Again, he targets Jeudy, and this time the catch made. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Noah Fant, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On second down, it's Sermon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Mike 22 is Mike 22, Mike 22.
Throwing now is Lance. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Oh, man, can't do that.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Let's go, fellas.
So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On play action, it's Wentz. This is the tight end Fant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Let's go.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execute.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To try again after the sack. Wentz. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And here's Rodgers to return.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He's got a first down past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting
where are my reps? That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on first down is Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Let's go.
128 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On first down, it's Hines. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Stay with your man. Mike's 22. Mike's 22. I'm coming out.
Now Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Shotgun now for Lance. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 34 yards. And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Let's go. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Come on now.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
22, Max 22. Ain't no such thing as a lane.
From the gun, it's Lance. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Again, it's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Not much there, only a yard. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They run again with Hines. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Right there. 55.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On second down, it's Hines. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On play action, Wentz rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion.